Hello students, welcome to EduBrisk. So hope you are all preparing well for your exams. So today we'll be discussing some tips and tricks which will help you prepare well for these exams and crack the exams easily. Okay, so first let us have a look at the latest syllabus for this year. Okay, so due to the pandemic, some portions have been deleted from this year's syllabus. Okay, so this section here will give you all the portions that have been deleted from the science syllabus. Okay, so as far as biology is concerned, there are three topics which have been deleted. One is the chapter control and coordination, which is chapter 7. So that chapter has been entirely deleted. And next is the evolution portion of heredity and evolution. So that portion has been deleted for this year. And the third is the management of natural resources. So in this chapter, it will be only considered for internal assessment and it will not be considered for your board exam. Okay, and you can have a look at all the other topics that have been deleted for this year from this section. Okay, so next we'll go on to the weightage and mark distribution of this year's paper. Okay, so as you know, the CBSE it releases a sample paper every year, and this sample paper will be in the same model as what will be coming in your board exams. Okay, so the board exam question paper will be in the pattern of the sample paper. So in this year also the CBSE has already released the sample papers, and you can have a look at you can look at the sample paper from here. Okay, so first let us analyze the sample paper. So first is the question pattern. So what all types of questions will be coming in this year's paper. So we have given the pattern of the question paper. So this is based on this year's sample paper. So this paper will contain 4 sections: A, B, and C, and D. Okay, so the section A will be objective type. So this year also the emphasis has been on objective type of questions. So the objective type questions carry 32 marks. The total section A is for 32 marks. So the highest marks is for the objective section. Okay, section A. So in this section A has 3 types of questions. So first is the very short answer type questions, that is VSA. Okay, so the first will be objective type questions where you have to answer those questions in either one word or one sentence. Okay, so the next is the assertion reason type of question. So this assertion reason type of question has already appeared in last year's paper, so you might be familiar with this type of question. So in this assertion and reason, there are 2 statements given. One is the assertion and the other is the reason. So you have to read these 2 statements, analyze them, and then you will be given 4 options, and you have to choose the correct option for this assertion and reason. Okay, so that is the assertion reason type of questions. So next is the comprehension type. So comprehension type is a new type of question which has been introduced for this year. So in this comprehension type, what is given is that you'll be given a passage. Okay, so you would have seen these type of questions in your language papers. So in here also you'll be given a passage. You have to read the passage, and based on the passage some questions will be given and you have to answer those questions. Okay, so in this type you have a passage, and based on that you will be given 5 multiple choice questions. So out of these 5 multiple choice questions, you have to answer any 4 questions. Okay, so the total marks for this section A is 32. Okay, so next is the section B. So the section B is short answer type 1. So this short answer type 1, it carries 2 marks. Okay, so each question carries 2 marks, and there will be 6 questions. So you total marks is 12. Okay, next is the short answer type 3. So section C contains short answer type 2 questions. So those questions will be 3 marks each, and you will have total of 7 questions. So you need to answer 7 questions. So the total marks will be 21. Okay. Next is the section D, which carries long answer type questions. So each question will carry 5 marks and there will be 3 questions. So the total marks is 15. Okay, so the total of the paper comes around to be 80 and there will be 36 questions in total. Okay, and in all the sections B, C and D, you have internal choice in some questions. So in some questions there will be questions given and you have to answer any one. So there is no overall choice, but in some questions internal choice is provided. Okay, so this is the question paper pattern for this year. So next we will move on to the unit wise weightage of the paper. Okay, so this is the unit wise weightage of this year's paper. Okay, so as far as biology is concerned, you have two units which are from biology. Okay, so one is the world of living and the other is the how do organisms reproduce. The next is the heredity. Okay, in the world of living unit, you have 3 chapters: life processes, how do organisms reproduce, and heredity. The next unit is the natural resources, and you have our environment from the in this unit. Okay, this chapter, our environment from this unit. So you have world of living and natural resources, and in this you have 3 chapters and in this you have 1 chapter, so the total is 4 chapters. Okay, and here we have given the question distribution of this year's. This is based on this year's sample paper. Okay, so this chapter wise distribution will may vary, but the unit wise weightage will remain the same. So for the unit world of living, it will carry 23 marks. So this 23 marks may be distributed this in these 3 chapters. Among these 3 chapters, the 23 marks will be distributed, and this is based on this year's sample paper. So this may vary, but the total 23 marks will remain the same. And for the unit R environment, you have 5 marks. Okay, so this 5 marks will be the same, but the distribution may vary. So they may ask 2 mark and 3 mark question, or either 1 5 mark question, or some 3 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. So any type of the questions may vary, but the weightage will remain the same. So next, let us have a look at all the sample paper. So the questions which are given in this year's sample paper. Okay, so let us have a look at the sample paper. So this here is this year's sample paper. So first is the section A. So the section A carries total number of questions is 32. And the marks is also 32. So first section is the objective type questions. So you have to answer these questions in either one line or one sentence, one word. Okay. So this has 13 questions. So the total marks is 13. The next is the assertion reason type of questions. So 14, 15 and 16 are assertion reason type of questions. So in this, you have to read these 2 statements, you have to analyze them, and then you have to choose either of the options given here. Okay, and then you have the comprehension type question. So you have 3 questions from comprehension type question, and for each passage you need to answer 4 questions. Any 4 questions you can answer. Okay, so next is the section B, which has 2 marks questions. So in this, each question will carry 2 marks. Okay, so this is the section B. You have 6 questions. So these are some questions which have internal choice. So you can answer any one of these 2 questions. Okay, so in section B you have 6 questions. Next is the section C. So in section C you have 7 questions and you have to answer. So in some questions there are internal choice, so you have to answer either one of the questions. Next is the section D, which is a long answer type question. So in this you have 3 questions and the total marks is 15. Okay, so hope this is clear to you and this session was helpful to you. Okay, so happy learning and thank you.